So we're starting our warm-up all the way back on your back with our glute bridges. So we want to press into the heels with the hips. Let the tailbone touch the mat each time. So when you come back down, we're going all the way back flat. Ooh. Get one more. Keep moving through that warm-up. Where is she? There she is. Hey, girl. We just started warming up. Yeah. Mute you. All right. Okay, so we got our 10 glute bridges on our back. Once we finish with those 10 bridges on our back, we're going to flip it over onto hands and knees and go into our cat-cow. So we're rounding it up and then drop the belly down, lift the chest, lift the head and shoulders. So today is going to look like a strength routine. We're going to do some good lower body strength. We've got some upper body stuff. You're going to need, if you're watching this on the recording, or for Lauren who just popped in as we come down for our T-spine, we'll use a hand towel today and or some light weights or soup cans, something that only weighs a few pounds. And then if you're watching later, you have a resistance band that could work in place of a hand towel. Everybody's got a hand towel though. So that should be pretty easy to find so that we can utilize it in place of a band. And then we've got some good core work today, upper body, lower body. We're going to do 4 supersets, so 2 exercises back to back in those supersets, 4 of them total. And this looks a lot like what we would call a strength 3 here at the studio. So very similar movement patterns that we would normally do, but they've been adjusted so they can be done at home with very little equipment. After our T-spine, we go into our bird dogs, extending out, drawing the belly button in. Both of the ladies on live are outside, which I think is amazing because it's so beautiful out. And I thought about trying to set this up out in the parking lot, and then I just gave up on it. Thought it would be easier to just stick with my setup here, but it's gorgeous outside right now as we're recording this. And I just took a nice long hour-long walk. So hopefully, at least, if you're not doing the workout outside, you got to spend some time outside. So we've got those 10 bird dogs on each side, pressing down into the hand, drawing the belly button into the spine, keeping that low back nice and flat. Taking your time, your warm-up, your workout. Eventually, we'll meet standing. No rush. Just get there when you get there. And then once everybody's ready to stand, we are going arm circles back for 10. So reach the arms up by the ears with the biceps. Nice big stretch through that upper body. We've got 10 going backwards. That's 6. 8. 9. We got 1 more going backwards. Now we're going to bring 10 forward. So today's workout, there's not a lot of impact. There's one exercise that will have a high or a low impact option to modify. Everything else is going to be based on your strength level. And then there's a couple things that, depending upon your knees, we might modify our depth depending on knee strength, knee issues, and so on. After we finish these last 2 big arm circles forward, we're going into 5 toe touch squat reaches. So arms up, we'll round it down, grab the toes, arms inside legs, drop your butt down between your knees, lift the chest and shoulders, right, left, we stand up. We have 5 of those. The main thing here is to keep the heels down, so don't stress on the depth of the squat right now. The more you do these, the better they'll get. Just focus on dropping down and keeping your heels down as you lift up out of that squat. That's 3, we have 5. Here's 4. As always, your workout, listen to your body. Choose the level that best fits your need and your body today. And then just go there. Just go for that little bit of challenge. So we're going to open up the hips in a gate opener for 10 on each side. Just kind of thinking, keep the hips level and square. We're just rotating that out. Bringing the knee up towards the height about of the hip or so. The first circuit that we're going to do does involve push-ups. For the sake of the recording, I will show an alternate option if anyone watching this later is not doing push-ups or has any shoulder issues that prevent push-ups from being a good choice for you. And I'm dying because both ladies on live are also playing with their dogs at the same time that they're doing this workout. And it's cracking me up. Okay, first exercise that we're gonna do involves a hinge, but we're gonna make it a power move. So when we hinge, it's like a deadlift where we're gonna lean back with our butt and find a flat back. So we always wanna be starting and ending at this position. We're parallel to the ground. Arms are gonna sweep up, and you're either going to reach up and come up on your toes, tucking the ribs, squeezing your butt. So think of it almost like a kettlebell swing. We're going up and squeeze. Or for higher impact, more challenge, you're gonna jump and then land. So every time, we're gonna spring up, tuck the ribs, tuck the butt, reach up. If you wanna add that jump, go for it. Just make sure when you come down out of your jump, you go right into your hinge. So it's one fluid motion. All right, your level, high or low. Ready, and here we go. So everybody's gonna come lean over, flat back. Maybe we're gonna keep the feet down. We're just gonna come up on the toes, reach to the sky, squeeze your butt, tuck your ribs. Or we're going for that full jump. We're gonna sit back, straight down, into that hinge, chest out, shoulders tight, eyes to the floor. Just like we would with the deadlift. Yes, you ladies look great. Perfect, so straight back down. See if you can speed that up a tiny bit so that as you're coming out of your jump, you just straight back, down, and back into your hinge. We're not doing the jump. We're just gonna reach up, squeeze, get tall. 5 seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay. Anybody who's not doing push-ups, if you're watching this later, set up push-ups. You can do a band pull apart where we keep the shoulders down. You can do that with a towel. Those of us who are doing push-ups, you have a choice to use something to elevate your hands from a plank position. We go and push up. If you don't have anything to elevate the hands, you can place your knees on the ground if you're not doing toe push-ups. Shift your weight forward. Make sure that the hands are just outside the shoulders and we're in an arrow position. Or you're doing full push-ups on your toes. I'm not going to time this one. Give me 10. Your pace. And then when we're done, we'll start over again. So, whether we're on our knees or our toes, you want to pull shoulders down, hands a little wider than shoulders. Exhale as we press up. Yeah, I personally really like keeping the back of the legs down when we do knee push-ups. I want you to pretend like your knees aren't down. So we look at it that way. How would I be if I was in a full push-up? I'd be in high plank. Then I'm just going to set my knees down out of my high plank so that my body is still in that plank position. A regular push-up starts and ends in a high plank. So we want to think of it as literally we're still in that plank. We just set the knees down. And then over time, we take one knee up, we take both knees up, we go from there. We're going to do 2 more sets of that. If you need a drink of water, grab it. Eventually, I'm going to have to get mine because it's all the way on the other side of the room, I just realized. But let's go back into that flat hinge. So if we're not jumping, I want you to explode up and stop that motion with your ribs and your hips and your butt. And then if you're jumping, straight back down, right into that hinge. No stoppage. Second set. Ready? Go! Down and back. Up and reach. Maybe we're going to add that jump and land soft. Chest is out, shoulders back. Sit back into your butt. Yeah, good. Emily, really nice. Looks great. Lauren, awesome. Beautiful. Maybe Lauren, take your shoulders and your head just a little more towards the ground. And then Emily, look at the ground too. Yeah. So we're just getting a little bit. It's really normal. We kind of keep our head kicked back. See if you can look down at the ground. Keep your spine in line. Beautiful. You got it. 10 seconds. If you're watching this later, here's low impact. That lower option, spring up and reach. 4, 3, 2, last one, rest. Catch your breath, slow your breathing. Those at home later, not doing push-ups, you're doing a band pull apart. Everybody else, we have 10 push-ups. You either find high plank elevated and push from there, or you're doing knee push-ups. Try starting in your high plank, setting your knees down, and doing your push-up from that position, even with keeping the toes tucked. It creates that sense that we're starting to train our body to do the full push-up position. Good work. Yeah, I'm gonna just lift up through your core a little bit. So it's pulling. Yes. Yeah. There it is. Better. Very nice. Strong work, guys. Once you finish your 10 push-ups, you get some water. We've got one more round. I'm gonna grab mine, it's way over here. Good job. Woo. All right. One more set of these two. It's looking really good. The one thing I think we all get caught up on, I do the same thing, I might videotape myself doing a hinge or a deadlift, and we all tend to have this little lift of our chin, which creates an angle in our neck. We want to look straight down so that the crown of the head is in line with the tailbone. It's difficult because I don't want you to then lean farther past parallel, but let's try to keep those eyes looking at the floor, reaching the head long. Last set, 3, 2, 1. We go, reach back, explode forward, press the hips forward, and up. And tuck your butt and squeeze. If I'm doing low impact, I'm just gonna spring up, reach, tuck my rib cage down, squeeze my butt. The tighter you get in the middle, the better you'll be able to kind of hang time in that either jump or high position. Everything's tight and pulled in. You got it. Big arms, sweep them back, sweep them up. Reach those fingers long. They're helping to propel you. 15 seconds, yes. Awesome job. 10 seconds. Keep pulling it up and in. Squeeze and reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish it. Rest. Okay. Breathe. In and out. Band pull parts if you're not doing push-ups. If you're doing push-ups, remember we're starting in high plank. So if I'm going to use my knees on the ground, let's start here. Then set my knees down. Then go into my push-up. So I preserved my plank. Yes, Emily, that's perfect. So I preserved my plank so that I have that core positioning that I need and want in my push-up. And over time, I'm just going to work on doing it without the knees. You got it. Looking great, you guys. You have 10. Elbows are just slightly out. Exhaling, pressing the floor away. Once we hit 10, we're going to grab a drink of water. So this next set of two, we're going to grab either soup cans. I know Emily had a couple of soup cans. Lauren, if you've got something like that, if you don't have dumbbells. If you're at home later, that'll be perfect. So if you're at home later, either light dumbbells, something 3 to 5 pounds, soup cans would work. I had someone the other day using pasta jars. Anything you got that's pretty evenly weighted and weighs a couple pounds. We're going to get to that second. So now that you have it, put them down. We'll come back to that. I do that every time. My bad. First exercise, really fast while you guys are, I tell you what, I'm going to get you guys going, and then if anyone watching this later has knee issues and this particular exercise does not work for you, I'm going to show an alternate option once I get everybody else going. So we're going to have our legs together. All of our weight, or most of our weight's in our right foot, and your left leg is just kind of touching the ground with just the ball of your foot. We're going to reach forward, sit back. So like arms and butt are reaching away. And then we're going as low as we can in that leg and pressing up. So we want the legs together, thighs and knees are squeezed. If you must, you can put more weight on that left foot to get lower. I'd rather you get lower than have very little weight on this foot. And make sure your knees feel okay. Stop wherever the knees don't feel okay. Make sure you're really like folding in half so you can sit back. Right foot down, we'll get you guys started, and then I'll show the alternate option for the knees. Here we go, sitting down and back, and then press up. If anybody's watching this later, ladies who are on live, you look great. If you're watching this later, this is gonna be your alternate exercise. You're gonna have knees together, one leg out, and you're gonna bridge on one leg, keeping your knees touching. And you'll do both sides, and you'll do that every time for this exercise in place of the single leg squat, 20 seconds. Beautiful. So we're like reaching forward, sitting back, dropping that butt down, tall spine, press up through the heel, tuck your tailbone. 10 seconds. The whole goal of this exercise, whether you're standing or on the floor, is to push into that heel. 4, 3, 2, finish it. Yes. Other side, you guys are doing great. So if you are on the floor, you just switch legs. Do that other leg. Left foot down. Right foot up, knees together. Ready? Here we go. Sit down and back. Reach, get long. So I want you to imagine, number one, weight on your left foot. The more weight you put on the left foot, the more single leg strength we build. Secondly, you're like reaching your arms and your butt as far away from each other as you can get them. Yeah, very nice. So that we're like sitting way, 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 way back. See if you can start your arms low and keep them down a little bit so we don't get too much discomfort up in the shoulders. So when we're reaching, we can still keep our shoulders down. 10 seconds here, beautiful work. Squeeze your thighs together tight, legs close, yes, very nice. We're almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we're gonna go back to those light dumbbells, the soup cans, your item that you're holding in your hands. We're gonna take them here to parallel. You're gonna roll your shoulders down your back, pull your rib cage in and down so you're nice and flat. And we're actually going out and in. But my upper arm and my elbows are staying put. I always like to think of this as like serving trays. You're like, would you like a drink? That's kind of how I want you to think of it. 3, 2, 1, we go, out. So if you think of it like that, you're at a cocktail party, you're the waiter for some reason. These are your serving trays and they're full of drinks. And as we're walking around saying to people, would you like a drink? Squeeze your shoulder blades down and then make sure that you wouldn't spill those drinks, which means your trays have to be parallel to the ground. We can't drop it this way. We can't take it this way. We can't drop it this way. It's got to be straight on. And we're squeezing the shoulder blades. We're getting a little bicep here too. But I want you to pull your chest forward, squeeze your upper back. Shoulders a little bit, keeping the tailbone tucked. I promise you'll get enough shoulder work today. This will be plenty. 3, 2, last one. Yeah, go ahead and set that down. If that exercise wasn't extraordinarily challenging because what we're holding is light, that's okay. We've got a lot of shoulder work coming our way today. So remember, if you're not doing the single leg squat standing, take it to the ground and do that single leg bridge. Otherwise, right foot down, little weight on that left foot, legs together. Let's go second set, here we go. Reach forward, sit back. Press the chest out. Try to keep your spine nice and long and tall. Don't be afraid of leaning over. You're gonna have to. That way we can load this into the back of your body, not in your knee. Try to keep a lot of your weight in your right side. And then as you're coming up, push through that right heel, squeeze that right side booty. Yes, very nice. We're halfway there. Core tight, rib cage in and down. You guys look great. Emily Lauren, beautiful. With 15 seconds here. Everybody's gonna find their depth where you can go without issue at the knee. You might be surprised at how low you actually can go. 3, 2, finish that last one. Awesome. Other side. So if you're holding back, maybe give it just like a centimeter at a time. You might be surprised when you do this, you can get lower than you think. Weight in the left foot. Ready? Here we go. So we're going to sit back, reach. Like I know for me, my left knee's been kind of giving me heck lately. It's been giving me little notice that I'm probably not being kind to it. But this exercise does not bother my left knee because I'm sitting down and back and my weight is in my heel. I'm not loading into my knee. I also have good ankle mobility. So you need good ankle mobility here. But you might, what I'm trying to say is you might be surprised. If you're really holding back, you might be able to get lower than you think. Yes, gorgeous, ladies, really strong. If you're real tight, you might not get as low on one side. That's all. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, finish it. Awesome. Grab those weights, soup cans, bricks, whatever you use it. Whatever you're using, you can grab water bottles. Something to try. I've never tried it, but I've heard like freezing water and water bottles can make weights. I wouldn't want to hold frozen anything in my hands, but maybe that's a thing. All right, shoulders back, chest up, ribs in down, squeeze your butt. We're going out and back in. We're not going to move the upper body. We're not going to move the elbows. I'm watching because I'm like, did Emily's soup cans roll away or what's happening? Oh, she's got the dog. All right, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Oh, and should get the dog on lockdown. Yeah, so rib cage in and down, squeezing our butt. I want you to think of this as your shoulder blades pulling in and together in the middle of your back. And then remember, we're serving drinks here. We cannot spill those drinks. They gotta be even. So we're like just about parallel to the ground. And then I always try to keep real loose so I'm not gripping super tight so that I can get less forearm, more bicep, more shoulder. You got it. Just let that weight or that item, if it will, just kind of rest in your hands. Less than 10 seconds. Out, squeeze, squeeze, in. 3, 2, last one. Set it down, relax. We have one more set. Grab a quick drink of water. One more set. Starting with that single leg. If you're not squatting, you're down on the ground on your back, giving me a single leg glute bridge. Will work just fine. Make sure if you're on the ground, you're keeping your knees together. So when you extend one leg, your knees are in line with each other. And then those of us who are standing, same thing. Legs are together, knees are in line. Right foot down, left foot just a little bit of help. Ready, we go. Sit down and back. Reach the arms away from your booty. So we're pushing back, reaching forward, sitting down, press through the heel. Tuck your rib cage in. You got it. Yes, beautiful. So it's our last time. You're really warm. Now's a chance to see if maybe, and I caution you to take it a little centimeter at a time, you get any more depth into that single leg squat. Look at that. So good, ladies. Very, very nice. 15 seconds. And then at the top, we're finishing this like we would any squat. We're going to tuck our rib cage, tuck our booty. Always. Every position starts and ends there. 5 seconds. 3, 2, last one, and up. Okay. Whew. Couple deep breaths, go left side. Most of the leg work today is done. Most of it. Left leg, very little weight on the right foot. Ready, let's go, last set. Down and back, push it back, push it back, push it back, and then press it up, squeeze and tuck. Yes, arms reaching forward, we're leaning forward. Even when we lean forward, we're maintaining flat backs. So stick that chest out, pull the shoulders down, you got it. Emily and Lauren, you look awesome. This is perfect. And we're just working on depth. So we do these single leg squats every Friday in the Friday workout. So every time you do them week to week, you'll get stronger, you'll get lower. Eventually, our goal is to get you about as low as like where I am, and then we'll start putting less weight into the other foot. But I want depth first, and then we'll work on the strength. Last one, awesome job. Grab your weights, your whatever you're holding. 2 hamsters, I don't know, whatever will work. We're going up and ready, and we go out and in. Shoulders down. Squeeze your elbows by your side. Pull your shoulders, blades down, tuck your butt, ribs in. And then this is slow and controlled. We're just getting that little pump through the biceps, through the shoulders. Breathe, yeah. Strong work, beautiful. So I have a tendency to kind of wander because I'm talking, but I want you guys to be so tight and so still so that we're squeezing in through the butt, we're squeezing in through the rib cage, and then the only thing moving are these hands. Out and in. 10 seconds. Ooh, yeah. Don't let them sneak up. Keep them right at parallel. We're so close to being done. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Set those down. You'll need your hand towel coming up here. So we'll need that. If you're at home, grab a hand towel. Everyone's got a hand towel. Everyone. Or a t-shirt or something. And what we're going to do with this is, as always, when we do a towel instead of a band, if you have a band, you could use a band. Yeah, we can use a band. So I'll show both. So if we have a towel, we're going to be trying to rip it in half, and we're raising and lowering. So we're going up and down. If you have a band, you're doing that same thing, but your band is going to go over your wrist, and we're raising and lowering, and we're pushing out. So band people are pushing your hand apart. Towel people are ripping the towel in 2. Doesn't matter which one you're doing, but pull your shoulder blades down, find that lock position, and then I want you to try to make this a 2 count up and a 3 count down, so it's super slow. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're going 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And the reason I want it slow is because I want you to focus on creating a little extra resistance. So pulling on the towel is engaging our upper body muscles, and pressing out on the band is engaging our upper body muscles. If we did this without that tension, it would be like nothing. So we have to have that added tension. When we slow it down, we add another layer of difficulty. So pulling your ribs into your spine, squeeze your butt. Yeah, slow up. Super slow on the way down, like you're pushing this down through sand. Last one here, those shoulders burn a little bit. Awesome, okay. We're gonna take it to the ground. And we're gonna be on all fours. I do want you to know that if you have wrist issues and your wrists are uncomfortable in all fours, you can come to your forearms for this exercise if you need to. So we're gonna go into our bear plank. So we're gonna have hands right below shoulders, knees below hips. Level 1 challenge is to simply hold the bear plank, which is lifting your knees and hovering in this position. So my knees are not touching the ground. To add a layer of challenge to this, you set one foot down and kick through. Now that is tricky, more so because it's hard to tell what I'm doing. But we'll try if you want a challenge. So from all fours, tuck your toes. 3, 2, 1. Lift your knees a tiny bit off the ground. If you want a challenge, you set one foot down, kick that opposite leg through, tap it with one hand. And then we go the other side. Very important that we get that foot comes down, kicking through. Yeah. Otherwise, we're just gonna hold here, knees hover. Remember, you can always do forearms for this. If you have issues with your wrists in a bear plank position, we're gonna stay there, 10 seconds, hold. Hover, hover, hover. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Awesome. Okay. Stand up and grab some water quickly. We're going back to that raise. Shoulder raise or band raise. Sorry. Towel raise or band raise. It's a shoulder raise either way. Drink your water. So remember, we're going 2 counts up, 3 counts down. We're pulling. On the band, you're pressing your hands out. The towel, we're trying to rip it in half. 3, 2, 1. We go. Lift it. Send it back to the ground slow. As you're doing that, kind of check in, like, can I pull my shoulder blades in and down my back? I tuck my rib cage, squeeze my butt, all that good stuff. You got it. So your mission right now is that whatever you're holding, the band or the towel, you're trying to tear it in 2 pieces. You got to give it that extra from your hands to really engage the shoulders and make this super duper challenging, burning 15 seconds. And then we add that slow lower. You guys look awesome. All of the arms are moving, the torso is so tight, butt is squeezing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Woo. Shake that out a little bit. I know. Put that down. When we get down on the ground, we can either bear plank on our forearms or our hands. I'll show that advanced version for anyone looking for it if you want it. It's tricky to show it on video. When we do these in person, we tend to have to really walk people through it step by step. So it's not an easy one to show on video. So hands below the shoulders, right below the shoulders. Roll your shoulder blades down. Have a little bend at your elbow. Then tuck your rib cage up. So we're going to go and make this total body. Tuck your toes. 3, 2, 1. Lift your knees. If you're going for that advanced version, we're going to kick through. I'm going to show that quickly. And then for those of you in the bear plank hold, bend your elbows a little bit. Press your chest out. And then draw your rib cage in. Squeeze your butt and like squeeze your pelvic floor muscles like you had to pee. And you're trying to hold that in. You're going to find 10 seconds. All of a sudden, this exercise gets more manageable because so much of your body is working together. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Woo! I don't know how that works for guys. If it's the same, they have to pee and they hold it. That's probably not the conversation to have right now. Okay. Well, I'll ask Jason later. Okay, we're going last set with that. Men have a pelvic floor, they might not. We're on last set with that raise or your band. Last time here, and we're not done with it. We're gonna get a little more work with it today. But last set of this exercise. engaging. Slide it up and down, shoulders down your back. So tight through the torso. And then we're breathing. So I want you to inhale or exhale as you lift your arms. Inhale as you lower them down. Remember that it's a 2 count up. 3 count slow down. So we're like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Keep the pressure on the hands. We're trying to rip the towel in 2. We're trying to rip the band in half. Make sure the elbows are ever so slightly bent and not locked out. We have 15 seconds. 10. Wait, is it 15 or 10? It was 10. We're coming up on 5 now. Stay with me. Almost there. Woo! 3, 2, 1. Nice job. So let's shake that out. You'll still need that band or that towel, so have it somewhere nearby for this last exercise, but we got to do our bear plank first. Bear plank in, make this a total body exercise so that we are using the shoulders, the chest, the back, the pelvic floor, everything. Hands below shoulders, tuck your toes. 3, 2, 1. We're lifting those knees. We're going to hover. Anybody crazy wants the challenge later, watching at home, go for it. But otherwise, I want you to try to pull your shoulders down, bend your elbows a little bit, grip the floor like suction cups. Pull your tailbone in, and then ladies, squeeze it like you had to pee. Your back nice and flat. You're gonna find maybe you start to feel like, oh, I'm more supported here. You've got all this muscle work going on. You have less than 10 seconds. Let those knees just hover. 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down slow. Awesome job. So we're going to stand. Our last 2 exercises are standing. We're going to grab a drink of water. First exercise is cardio, basically just to get our heart rate up. The second one, we're going to use the towel or the band. We're going to get a little core work as well. A little bit anti-core. So if in our butt kicker, which is our cardio move, if we want low impact, we're going to be here, pumping the arms, kicking ourselves in the booty, sitting low on the legs. High impact, pumping the arms, kicking yourself in the booty. We're just moving more quickly. It's 30 seconds, getting that heart rate up. We go 4, 3, 2, 1. So here's my low impact. We're sitting down, kick your butt, tight core. The high impact just looks like that. We're running it out. Everybody's pumping your arms. We're getting it going, strong work. Heels up towards your booty. The whole goal here is to get your heart rate up. So big movements, moving the arms, big movements of the legs, all the way back to your butt, heel to your butt, so that we're pumping a lot of blood. That's what we're after here. And it's super short, so all out intensity. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest and watch. So if basically the same idea here, if you're using a band, it's over your wrist and you're going to be pressing your hands out. If you're using a towel, you're pulling it like you're trying to break it in half. We're going to, stepped on my timer. We're going to be in like a little tucked stance. So we're tucked here. Elbows are going to bend and we're going to chop and turn the hips like a little bit. So mostly I want this to be resisted so that I don't turn all the way using my core. So make it powerful and chop at your elbows. If you're using a band, it's the same thing. You're just pressing your hands out into the band. Looks like that. And you can turn a little bit into that. All right, 3, 2, 1. Right side, we go. Chop and up, chop. And up. So bend your knees, rotate your hip the tiniest bit. So this outside leg, I want you to come up onto the toe of that foot a little bit so that we're chopping and we're turning our hips kind of naturally. Yeah. And this is forceful. The higher up with your arms, the more you're going to feel your shoulders. So if your shoulders start to get really burning, just bring this more across and less up and down. You got it. Yeah. Beautiful. Last one. We're going right into that opposite side. Opposite side and go. So we're going down, down. Turning a little bit, just a little bit with that knee, that hip. But mostly what we're doing is we're resisting the motion of the turning. So that right side now, since we're going to the left, is stopping us from doing this, from swinging all the way around. And your arms are forceful, and your core is stopping that force so we don't twist. But it's natural to kind of let your hips move a little bit. 3, 2, last one. Woo, nice job. All right, that's our 2. So we got butt kickers, then we got that chop on each side, 2 more sets, then we are done. So it's coming back into our butt kicker, higher, low impact. 3, 2, 1, we go. So high, low, kicking it back, pump the arms, chest out, sitting down. If you're doing low impact, you can still make this very high intensity by really getting down in your legs, not being real hard on the knees. If you're doing high, let's get it up there, just pump it out. The goal, remember, is to get your heart rate up. Breathing heavy, feeling those lungs work. That's what we're after right now. You got it. 5 seconds. Come on, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, breathe. I'm going to show it with the towel this time because I did the band last time. We're going to go to the right side first. Your core is what's stopping you from rotating all the way to the side. So think of this like, yeah, sure, your shoulders are working, but your core is really engaged on this exercise. Right side chop. Ready? Here we go. Yeah. And I love it because I can see the force that you guys are generating, but we're not allowing that to cause us to travel to the side. We're resisting it from the core. And remember, the higher you take the arms, the more advanced this is. If you're starting to feel this up in your shoulders, you can still keep it low and bring it across and focus on your core. But if you're not, then take those arms up high, get a little more height out of it. Last one. Awesome, we're gonna switch sides. Going to the left side chop, ready, we go. So make sure you are a little bent through your knees. So very active stance. We're not like squatting, we're still a little bent. And then that tailbone's tucked. And we're chopping it straight across. If you're using your towel, you're still pulling on it. You're still trying to pull your hands away from each other. If you're using your band, you're still pressing your hands out and away. And this comes up slow and it goes down fast. Up really slow, down really fast. Yes! Ladies, looking great. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Rest. For anyone watching on replay, I say ladies because I got 2 ladies on with me live. That's not meant to be exclusive to anyone on the replay. Last time, butt kickers, chops on each side. We got a minute and a half. This is a pretty, it's a little shorter workout today. So with stretch and everything, we'll be out in 45 minutes. Butt kickers, ready, go. So maybe we're gonna go low impact. Maybe we're gonna go high. Doesn't really matter because you're gonna give me all your energy, all your effort, all your intensity. After this, we're done. So whether it's high or low impact, make it high intensity. If it's low impact, pump the arms, kick yourself in the butt, reach it back. We have 10 seconds, go, go, go. That's the goal, heart rate high. That's all that matters. You got it. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, catch your breath. Take breath in and out. We're going chops. I'm gonna do the band for the last one. Either way, either tugging your hands apart or pressing into that band. Chop it so tight and so strong, pull in through here. Going to the right side, last one, ready, go. So keep a little soft bend in your knee. Yes, you guys look so good. Bam. It's powerful, it's strong. Yes, and we're keeping everything tucked in. Maybe we're rotating the tiniest bit, but we're not turning very much at all. We're resisting the turning, and it should feel like that. Like you hear that in my voice because I'm contracting through my core. If you were talking, that's what it would sound like. You're squeezing in and down. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Awesome job. We gotta go left side, and then we're gonna stretch and be out of here. All right. Focus in. Really push on the hand or really tug on that towel. Here we go. Last side, left side. Ready? We go. Slow on the way up, fast on the way down. Fast, forceful. Resist make you kind of forget what you're doing. We're almost there. Yeah, 10 seconds. Bam. Woo, I see such powerful work going on. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Oh, awesome job. Grab a drink of water before we hit the floor. We're taking it down to the floor to stretch. Woo! Awesome work today. Very, very nice. So starting with, and if you're watching on the recording, stay for the stretching. Don't run away. It's important. Starting with that figure 4. So go right foot over left knee. Draw it in, hold. Nice deep breaths. So we're going to start to settle your system down. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Yeah. Calming that. Everything back down. Really good workout today. You guys worked hard. You should feel good. I hope. That's why we do this, right? Because we feel better when we're done. Woo. Go ahead and switch sides. Cross it over. That's a Friday strength 3. So a couple of those exercises, particularly the first 2, the hinge where we jump and the single leg squat, we do every Friday because those are progressive. And we're going to start adding some weight into that hinge. We're going to keep doing our single leg squat. And then the other exercises I do change out week to week just for variety. Go ahead and hug your knees in. Pull yourself up to seated. Legs straight out in front. Right foot over left knee. Sit up tall. Left arm hugs right knee. Yeah. Monday and Wednesday, similar to Fridays, they're strength-based. We have specific movements we work on every time. Squats on Monday, deadlift on Wednesday, and some other things. And then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday are varied. We do circuit style, a lot of body weight, but we still use some bands in the towel and stuff. Go ahead and switch. Other leg, left foot over, hugging in, sit up tall. I already got done with next week, planning what we're gonna do. So I do try to keep it pretty varied in that way, a lot of variety. So whatever day you come in, it's gonna be a little different. You can just expect a good workout. I always adjust it based on any equipment or none. Go ahead and come to standing for that upper body stretch. Reaching both arms forward. Draw the belly button into the spine. Shoulders down away from the ears. Kind of almost like a cat-cow, but standing. So we're just pushing out through that upper back and making a little bit of a C shape with the spine. And then from there, we're going to take the arms back behind, roll the shoulders down back, open the chest. Nice stretch to think about doing at least once or twice every day to counteract our computer posture, pulling the shoulders away from the ears. So nice. Stretching is important. It's our way to kind of reset our system after our workout. Right arm across. And then I know we haven't been foam rolling together on the virtuals. I'm torn on that because from a time standpoint, a lot of times right now we're just trying to get in and done. But I hope you're doing your foam rolling. Go ahead and switch sides on your own. If you don't own a foam roller, buy one. They're not very expensive and they pay off in a major way. So we can at least start doing that like 5 minutes beforehand. When you come in studio, flat back. The first thing we do when you all come in is foam roll. So it's pained me that we're not doing it, but we'll find our way back to it. And if you can squeeze it in on your own time, I highly recommend that as well. I mean, the good news is we're not doing as heavy weight, so foam rolling isn't putting us at risk there, but we're all so stressed and so tense that it would behoove us to release some of that out with our foam rolling. So maybe we're taking this stretch a little deeper, getting down towards the floor, stretching that low back. And then arms close to the body as you roll all the way up. Shoulders up to the ears and down. So we got 3 of those. Roll up and back. Then we'll finish with 2 deep breaths. We're breathing in through the nose and we reach up. Blow it out through your mouth as you drop your arms down. Oh yeah. Last and big inhale, deep breath in. Big exhale out. Give it up. Good work today. You're awesome. Thank you for being there. Let me stop this recording.